What up, YouTube? Nice and Gear Inside with another short unboxing. First impression video, and today I got a sort of premium knife from Amazon. But the funny thing is, it comes in this box. So, when I got this yesterday, I was like, okay, there's probably the box inside. So I went ahead and cut it open, but I was surprised that there's no box inside. There's actually only a pouch inside. So, the website shows that there's actually a box from the manufacturer where the knife's supposed to be in. But I guess they cut corners now on the boxes. I mean, it's fine. You know, the knife is not that expensive. But yeah, that's kind of disappointing, honestly. But yeah, so the knife is the Sitivien ST995, which is a premium type of gentleman folder looking knife. Let's get into it. So there's, unboxing experience is kind of meh. Pouch is also surprisingly, I'm not sure, I could have sworn I saw another YouTuber do a video about this knife about some time ago, like, I don't know, maybe 8 months or a year ago or so. But I wanted to pick it up. It seemed to be a really good knife because usually I haven't seen actually the plain Thai version. I think only Metal Complex made a video about this, but he had actually, I believe he had actual box and a Sitivien pouch, and I guess they went. I'm not sure if they make this knife in different factories or how the production works, but let's just get into it and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, but you got this pretty basic pouch. You got the option to carry two knives, which is cool, but then you get this cleaning cloth. I mean, this is the cloth, okay? This is supposed to be the cleaning cloth. I mean, this is very disappointing. Sitivien, you got to do better on that. I haven't looked at the knife yet in person. I just opened the box here, but this is really very disappointing. Let's hope the knife is better than the unboxing experience. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, the shred carbon fiber looks actually really good. Really nice, smooth. No gaps here. Like, this is nicely done here. Let's check the other side. Also, same thing, nicely done. I cannot complain about that. Well, like I said, I mean, it comes down to the knife. I mean, yeah, the pouch, okay, whatever. But I think as long as the knife is good, is nicely done, and for $79.99, and then with a 10% coupon that they literally nonstop have on this knife or on their Sitivien, usually in general on their brand, makes this knife $72. So at $72, getting shredded carbon fiber, titanium bolsters, titanium mill, titanium pocket clip, titanium what is it called? Liners, titanium backspacer, and M390 blade steel. That's a good bargain. I guess you can have some compromise for that. So, yeah, and it looks nice. I mean, I'm very surprised, and it's got a decent weight to it. I mean, it's not heavy. I'd assume maybe 3.5-ish ounces, 3.5, 3.6 ounces maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get the scale out. But yeah, it looks nice. Actually, I'm surprised. The blade is also really nice. Like this, you got your little fuller cut out here, so you can do a flick, a reverse flick. Definitely should be possible, no problem. You got a really nice, really slim, what is it called? Flipper tap with good jimping on it. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm digging it. I like it. I was first actually on. I gotta be honest. I was first almost ordering the version that has this colorful G10 scales and that has the uh, Damascus what do I call it, bolster and Damascus blade. But I felt like this is too much color. The green, the same thing. That green G Damascus that they had there with the same thing, and I wanted the more uh more quiet looking, more uh what you call it, more classic looking knife. And I think it looks really good. That blue accent, that blue titanium uh accent around the pivot seems to be really nice. It's got a captive pivot, which is cool. um you don't find that so much actually on a lot of Chinese mass production, unless it's like manufacturers like uh our brand names that we have around. But yeah, overall it seems to be good. The screws are just a hair tall. Like, I mean, you can barely feel it, so it's not too bad. These ones seem to be fine. This is the only one that just slightly sticks out, just a hair. I wouldn't be worried about it, especially at $72. But yeah, this is a very slim, gentleman-like pocket knife. So let's see size comparison. Here with the Drift LCT, so you can see the Drift LCT is about almost the same length. This is the Sitivien ST995. I don't know why they didn't put any names. I guess they're similar to like what is it called? Brands like Tucson or whatever. They don't have really names for the knives. They just put a model number, which is weird. But here, in comparison to the Wii knives, the Quebec, so you can see the Quebec is a little bit longer, of course, or taller, different profile. In comparison to the CBB Plaquate here, and also in comparison to the Sencut Frontera. So definitely much smaller, much slimmer. Here, comparison to the Petrified Fish Beluga. Just another one of my comparison knives that I usually like to use. And last but not least, the little lander. So you can see in close size, it's much, much closer to the lander. It's actually not that much bigger than the lander. But however, this is a full-size knife. The lander is not. The lander is a 3-finger knife. Yeah. So, let's look at the blade. Let's use the flipper and see how that works. Let's do yep. Wow, nice. Nice finish on the blade too. Nice satin finish on there. So you can see the model name ST995, M390 steel. And here the brand Sitivien. I wish they would make it smaller and small enough to put it up here in the corner where it's not so big. But I mean, okay, at $72 again, $72 for a premium or budget premium knife. I'm not sure how you would say that. It's got all the way through premium components. But of course, there's some corners cut, as you can see. I mean, the pouch, the cleaning cloth, even the box. I guess somewhere they gotta cut corners to save a little bit to be able to offer this at such a good price. Wow, action is good. Let's see the flick. Flick works great too. It's smooth. I'm surprised. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all, Sitivien. I gotta say, I'm positively surprised. I really like this. And it's a gentleman type folder that you can. It's a classic profile. It's a really classic knife. Honestly, they did a really good job on this. I gotta say this. The only thing maybe I would have done a little differently. but I guess it's also to protect the carbon fiber from damage. The liners are a little bit longer, or a little bit, everything, the bolster and also the handle parts, the scales, are a little recessed from the liners. So I guess it's maybe to protect them. So if you accidentally drop it, you don't drop it right on the carbon fiber. You drop it more on the liners. So it makes sense a little bit, and it you don't really feel it. It kind of gives you the feeling of like overall just a good, nice feel when you hold it. I think it's a very nice knife. I'm really positively surprised how you can produce something like this at that price point. Of course, M390, you will know, Chinese heat treat is probably not optimum. This is probably more operating at the heat treat, so this will probably more be closer to like S35VN instead of M390. So it will still work great. I mean, um, it will still work fine, especially at that price point. You can't complain too much about it. One thing, also, I gotta say, they did a good sharpening choil on this one. So you have some life out of the blade, so you can sharpen it without any issues. Let's get a length on this real quick, so you guys can see this. So you got a overall length of 7 3/4. Nice. You got a blade length of 3 1/4. And you got a cutting edge of also right at 3 1/4. So overall good size, slim carry knife. Pocket clip is good. Seems to be fine. Not too stiff. It's a thin pocket clip, so with enough space in between where you can don't have to worry about to wear it on your jeans or so. We do have some weight reduction milling in here. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me see. So you got some weight reduction going on in here, but it's not too much because I mean the knife overall is pretty light. You got the titanium bolster lock base. It's kind of, I mean, it's a liner lock, but it's behind the scale. So I call it a bolster lock. Lockup is pretty solid. Let's see. Yeah, there's no blade prey at all. No pivot lash at all either. So yeah, it's definitely a really nice knife. Let's get the weight on this. Like I said, I think this is 3.5 3.5 ounces tops. Honestly, that's what I think. I think it's actually closer to 3 ounces. Let's see. Oh, 3.5. Yeah, 3.45. So actually, I wasn't bad in the first thing. I mean, I thought it's more closer to 3 ounces, but yeah, it's got a decent weight. It's got a really nice handle to blade ratio. It's a really classic profile. I'm really liking this. It looks good. If this I think the only complaint I have is the branding. If they would make this branding go away from the blade and just set it here and make it smaller, this would be so much more classic looking. But then again, I mean, you can't complain. It's $72. You got a really, really nice knife with premium components, titanium, carbon fiber, M390. It runs on, I believe it runs. Yeah, is that bearings? Looks like it's bearings. I believe it runs on bearings. So yeah, overall, you got a good smooth action. You got a full size knife. Let's do some size comparisons when it's open. So you can see here, it's about the same length as the Drift LCT, just much slimmer profile. Here, the WeNav's Equivic. Of course, the Equivic just a little bit larger, a little bit longer. But yeah, definitely larger. in the profile. Here with the CBB placoid. I think this is a much here with the Sencut Frontera, so you can see it's much smaller than those. And last but not least, with the Petrified Fish Beluga and the Little Lander. So you can see much closer to the Lander, but still, I mean, overall length is full size, but overall profile, I'd say it's much closer to the Lander. Much more classic, much more slim profile. And I honestly think this specific knife here. I mean, yes, Sitivien has a few knives that interest me. Honestly, I'm probably, after looking at this here and the way I like it, I'll probably pick up a few more Sitiviens down the road. Because you get premium materials at a budget price. You can't complain. I'm surprised, and I think this is a much underrated brand, a much underrated knife when it comes to what you're getting for your dollar per dollar here on this knife, or in general on the brand. I mean, yes, I know that Sitivien had a few problems here and there with certain knives, but I can honestly say this specific model, the ST995, or I guess in color, when you look at the color version, it's called ST256. It also, this one, the plain one, also comes in a pink, which I didn't want. But yeah, it's either ST995, which is this one, or the pink one, or you can pick up the ST256, which is the color, the more colorful version. Comes in either the colorful or Damascus, or the green Damascus and Damasteel, or Damascus steel blade. But I wanted the M390. I wanted to watch the premium. There's only $10 difference between those two, and I figured, $10. I'll go I'll go full in, especially because I'm a guy that buys usually more budget than premium knives just because I can't afford it. But this is a really good offering, and I think this is a really much underrated knife, especially if, it looks really classic. This is a knife that I know, when I think back, this would be a knife my grandpa would carry. Guarantee you, my grandpa would like this knife. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, to be honest. I mean, a lot of the things that were back then, were good stuff. I mean, there's knives out there that are old, they're still valuable, still, valid, good knives. Of course, knife has come, especially steel, has come much further now. And they're still experimenting with new steels. Brands like Kunwo or whatever, they're constantly throwing new steels out there. They're experimenting, that they're trying new stuff. Now, I guess the next big thing will be some kind of pattern on the titanium here shortly. I think I've seen a few companies already started. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, crystallized titanium. That's what they're doing right now. Now I got it. They crystallized the titanium, which looks amazing. It looks insane. I'm not sure how they do it, but yeah, it looks really good. But you also pay a premium price for that. But yeah, overall, I think at $72, or about $79.99 full price, and then the 10% discount. So, like I said, $72. This is a really good offering. I would definitely say this is a recommended knife. Of course, I will do a review on it a little bit later down the road, once I carry it a little bit. But yeah, first impression, I'm impressed, Sitivien. Take the negativity away from the really poor unboxing experience that I have here with that pouch and that cleaning cloth here. I'm impressed by the knife. I'm disappointed by the unboxing experience, but the knife that's what we're here for, and I think you guys did a good job on that. and I'm really liking it, and I will recommend this knife. As first impression right now, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, overall, I think this is a good pickup. And that's pretty much it. If you like my content, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and then I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.